What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shonen Showdown. I'm your host, Robinson. To the right of me is...
You know, it's me, Gerard. Nice to meet you again.
And today, we're talking One Punch Man. You guys asked us to do a fantasy draft. 3-man team versus battle. You know the deal. Before we get into this, we have to break down the rules for you guys. Rule number 1. No Saitama. Saitama is a cheat code.
We can't.
We can't draft him. Rule number 2. You have to draft one S-class hero. Then you have to draft one non-S-class hero.
Okay.
And then finally, we have to pick one villain.
Yes.
Let me explain the rules of the fantasy draft for you guys if you guys have not seen these type of videos before. The winner of the coin toss will get the first pick in the draft. The loser of the coin toss will get the second and third pick, and then the picks will alternate after that. So, Dra, what I'm going to have you do is call it in the air. Heads or tails?
Go tails.
It is tails. Oh, gosh. So Dra gets the first pick.
I really didn't want it.
Make sure you guys stay tuned. Alright, Gerard. You get the first pick
I know.
of the One Punch Man fantasy draft 3-man team versus battle.
Yes, I do.
Who are you going with for pick number 1? This is going to be great.
Any S-class hero.
Any S-class hero. Any villain and one non-S-class hero.
Oh, no? Okay.
You could...
I don't have to pick an order, right?
No.
Okay. So first I'm going to scoop on my villain. And I'm going to have to go with Boros.
Of course.
Lord Boros will be my
course.
villain pickup. We already saw... He may not have won the fight, but we saw his abilities and they're too OP to say no to. Instant regeneration. He's moving like speeds beyond like human capacity. He's like, his neutron burst could have destroyed most of the planet, if not blocked by Saitama himself. He just, when he was giving his whole little monologue, he was the pinnacle of all species that we've seen so far, except Saitama. But I have to pick him. He's the #1 villain I feel like that we've seen so far, and he'll be my first pick.
Gerard, well, you forced my hand. But I had a plan for this.
Oh, you had a plan.
Assuming that I did not get the first pick, which I obviously did not, I have no choice but to go with Tatsumaki. I have to take Tatsumaki for my S-class hero pick. You guys already know why. And if you don't know why, I will tell you. Sidekick abilities are so ridiculous that she may even have powers that are beyond triple question mark Mob from Mob Psycho. Alright? We know that she can summon meteors from out of space within seconds. We know that she can lift heavy objects with telekinesis and redirect them at super fast speeds. We know that she's a complete beast on all levels. And listen, I'm gonna say it right now. Like, her versus Saitama will be an amazing fight.
It would be.
That's one fight where I don't think, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a complete stomp. Saitama's gonna have to work for that. I'm giving Tatsumaki my first pick. Next.
He goes twice, y'all. He goes twice.
I mean, since the villain's already locked up, I'm gonna make sure I gotta take my non-S-class hero.
Who is? Hopefully we'll take it.
I'm going with Death Gatlin.
Death Gatlin?
I'm going with Death Gatlin.
I finally get to do it. Death Gatlin?
I get to go. I'm going with Death Gatlin.
Specifically
because of the team I'm trying to assemble.
Okay. I hear you.
And when I saw the fight against Garo, my first impressions were, listen, this was one of the heroes that made Garo literally push himself to his limit. Yes, he was fighting multiple heroes at once, but we look at Death Gatlin's techniques. We know that obviously, you know, the turret is ridiculous, but when he powers up into the Death Shower, like, that is a pretty tough technique. And listen, with people that I'm having on my team like Tatsumaki, it's great to have people that can fight at mid to long range, because Tatsumaki can even grab those objects and help redirect them. So this is why I'm going to go with that Gatling. I have to go with somebody that is a mid to long range fighter.
Okay. Okay, I agree with your explanation. I'll give you some less heat for Gatlin Man over here.
Yeah, I had to.
Okay, so for my next pick, I'll have to take I'll take my S-Class hero now.
Okay.
And you took Tatsumaki from me. So
of course, absolutely.
I can't pick her. And I'm gonna have to skip a person to get this guy, and I'm going with my guy, Atomic Samurai. Atomic Samurai, we've seen glimpses of his ability. We know he's a strong swordsman. He is Atomic Samurai. That name by itself, has superhuman speed, superhuman like hand-to-hand combat prowess. He's doing everything we need. And I needed a close combat fighter in this fight. Because I know Boros, he can handle close range. We see him in his fight with Saitama, he can handle close range. But he also has some type of long range attacks, also like a one-for-all type of attack. And I feel like a nice, strong and solid close range fighter would be key in this fight. May put me at a disadvantage, but I feel like once we get in there, it might be game over, as you said.
How is he beating Tatsumaki?
He'll give her a fight.
He'll give her a fight. He'll give her a fight.
Meteor comes down.
All right. I guess I gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, he had to.
I guess I gotta wrap this up. You already know who I'm taking. I'm taking Garo.
Of course.
The Great.
Of course.
I listen. You're fighting against Bomb, Genos. We're all, S-Class level, and you're hanging with all of them after you just fought a whole bunch of Class A and Class B heroes. That there's 8 of them fighting you all at the same time, and he got out of that situation, fought them afterwards. I mean, listen, Garo's endurance is on another level. He took down Tank Top and his entire crew. Tank Top is another S-Class hero. Bodied Metal Bat, who is also another S-Class hero. He is running.
Asterisk with Metal Bat.
Right. But listen, he is running through S-Class heroes like it's nobody's business. So I have to take Garo here. I mean, listen, you worked underneath and were trained by Bang, who's top notch, and now you coming up, taking down S-Class heroes, like I have to do it. There's no choice.
No, I definitely agree with your pick on that one. If he would have took Boros from me, that would have been my next pick. I'm saying right there. It's like my next pick. We've seen Garo, he doesn't play around. He
at
has
all.
Endurance that we haven't seen. He's taking hits and keeps on going. He should be gone. But for my last pick, to wrap it up, I guess, I will have to take my non-S-Class. And he may not be the most likable, but based off strength and what I've seen, I'm going to take my son, Sweet Mask. The gatekeeper of Class A. My little loophole pick. He should be an S-Class, but he's an A. Because he chose to keep all the weaklings, as you say, out of S-Class. My gatekeeper pick, I have to. He has profound strength that we've seen. High level, high intelligence.
Right.
Charismatic. He's skilled in hand-to-hand combat. He has the strength, the one-hit power that we need, that I feel like I need to make this an even match with what we see on his team. And I just could not pick him up. He's there to keep everybody else outside of S-Class. He feels like he just has like a aura about him, the pride thing or whatever, but he has the strength to back up his pride and what he's been saying. So I have to keep him. I have to pick him, and he'll be my last pick.
Okay. So you know what time it is.
I know what time it is.
It's time to battle them out.
Yeah.
My question to you, Tatsumaki.
Yes.
What are you doing to deal with somebody that can literally bring meteors down from outer space? How are you dealing with that?
Atomic Samurai.
He's going to be working with Garo.
Huh?
Garo.
No, that's what Sweet Master is for. Sweet Master will talk to Garo.
What?
Yes.
What? Will handle Garo?
Yes. 100%.
In what world that was hanging with Bomb and Genos after he took that?
What?
How many heroes did Garo fight?
Yeah, he fought 8.
Before he got healed.
Like 8 class heroes. Like 8 was said 8.
He fought.
Well, probably altogether 12.
He took down over 100 heroes plus, and a lot of them were S-Class.
And I feel like Sweet Mask, we haven't seen Sweet Mask's full potential. He has another side to him that it makes him stronger in it.
And Garo has another full potential that we even haven't got to see yet. He was getting he was literally fighting so many different heroes all at once before he even got healed. The man had bandages on him while he was boxing.
Yes.
I don't think he's seeing Garo. Personally.
No, personally?
I don't think it's gonna be a good fight, but I don't think he's seeing Garo. Garo's a different level.
I don't know about that.
Garo's a different level.
I don't know.
But
we've seen
but working with that, Tatsumaki and Boros. What do you say to that?
Tatsumaki and Boros. Boros would probably have to be my bet on defeating Tatsumaki. It would have to be a long range attack if I was doing this.
Right.
Atomic Samurai Hammer close range. Honestly, Mr. Gatlin man, Boros can knock him out. I'm just saying.
I don't think he will get to him is what I'm saying.
If we have Tatsumaki,
because Tatsumaki can literally pick up objects, pick up people, and just toss them. Can literally summon meteors. I think there's gonna listen. They're gonna be there. They're gonna have their hands full with Tatsumaki. And the reason why I brought in Death Gatling is because any type of if he uses his Death Shower technique, Tatsumaki uses her telekinetic powers on that, her psychic powers on that, and is able to move that while she's moving other things.
No,
that's like an extra weapon.
It's a good compliment
for Tatsumaki, which is that's the only reason why I went with Death Gatling to you know couple with Tatsumaki's psychic powers.
I understand the psychic powers, but I feel like there has to be a gap between like Tatsumaki, not saying her psychic powers, but her ability to like see things, her speed of movement. I don't know if she's keeping up in like an eye battle if Boros is moving at full speed. If he's in this full-on burst mode and going full speed, I don't know if she's keeping up.
You don't know if Tatsumaki can keep up with Boros.
Boros.
I think we're switching. I think Boros would have to try to keep up with Tatsumaki.
You think so?
I believe so. Yes.
Have we seen
psychic powers?
Yes, I know she's psychic.
Tough to deal with.
I know.
I'm just putting that out there.
How fast is she moving? How like?
But Boros is gonna have to get in on close range. I believe.
Yes.
For Tatsumaki. Because if there's any long range attacks, Tatsumaki can grab that. He's gonna have to get in on close range. Speed wise, he can get there.
Yes.
But my thing is I believe Tatsumaki has that ultimate defense.
Yeah, I understand. I just feel
I'm trying to think of a way where I could see Boros getting through Tatsumaki's defense.
In a full-on all-out fight,
it's gonna be tough.
It is gonna be tough, but the way you made your team, yes, you do have a good support move with the Death Gatling.
Right.
But also feel like you have a hole in terms of the strength. Garo, I'm not knocking Garo. He can handle himself.
I believe Garo could take down...
I'll give you that. It'll be a debatable fight. He can probably take down Sweet Mask.
I believe he could take down Sweet Mask. Personally.
And Tatsumaki in her own right, she'll be hard to take down. That would be the full handful for my team. I just feel like Gatling would be your weakest link, which my team could exploit. You know, tip the odds to make a handicap match. Because his support, the support move, Death Gatling and the Tatsumaki rejecting or directing the trajectory of the stuff will be hard to fight.
I see it differently. I see your team falling not all on Boros, but a lot of the weight is going to be falling on Boros. Personally.
Just in a one-shot power, I feel like.
I feel like it's going to be riding on Boros, and I feel like because of the type of fighter Boros is, he's going to have a tough matchup against Tatsumaki. It's different if I went with Bong, for instance. I would be like, okay, I can see where you're coming from. Because it's hand-to-hand, there's boxing, close range. That's where Boros, that's where he lives at. That's what he does. So in that instance, I would say, okay, I can see that. But because Tatsumaki can, the whole field is hers. She can rip the ground up, any long range, just grab it, toss it, pull meteors from outer space. I mean, her range is the whole court. At that point, I think it's gonna be tough for Boros to get inside easily. But
it will, like I said, it will be a hard.
It will be a tough one. These are both great teams. This is gonna be a tough
difficulty.
One.
So please,
you guys let us know down in the comment section below. Which team do you think would win this, and who would you draft? Who would you draft?
Feel free to mix it up. Switch it around. We want to see your picks too.
Most definitely. With that, we'll see you next time. Peace.